welcome back, Wastelanders, to another settlement video. Now, this is a viewer request video that I've been hinting at through the last couple of videos that I've been making for my settlements, and I was asked to try and do a tribal settlement. And when I asked specifically what they meant, and they said, you know, something with like tribal people. So, just like the title said, yes, this is my attempt at making a tribal settlement. And as I've been talking about, I wanted to try and keep this as canon as possible to the actual Fallout world lore. So, the story goes that after the bombs, or I should say, just as the bombs were falling or about to fall, this group of people fled to a bunch of caves located behind these walls here to hide in order to try to hopefully survive. After the bombs fell, they eventually came out and saw that the world had been destroyed and devastated, and they said, "Screw this!" and put up a whole bunch of walls and cut themselves off from the rest of the world, and decided that they were better off without everybody. And so that's basically what they have done. They have stayed in these walls for a couple hundred years, and they only come out when they need to. Just kind of like this person here, who's kind of ruining my video a little bit. But this is not an actual settlement location, so there's nothing I can do about them. They're going to kind of wander in and out. It is what it is. So anyway, they decided to stay inside here and cut themselves off from the outside world. And in doing so, they've kind of become a little feral in a sense. They're not ghouls, but you know, they're not exactly friendly. They have walled themselves off, and they have left several warning signs outside letting people know to stay the heck away. And until that person had just come out, basically the entrance was kind of sort of supposed to be hidden so that nobody could sneak in without really knowing where it was. But as you can see outside here, we have tons of warnings. We have dead bodies everywhere, including hanging from the tree as warnings for people to stay away. As well as robots. They don't want anybody coming in at all. This place is completely forbidden from the outside world. And yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we have going on inside. So right outside here we have a couple of guard towers that unfortunately I couldn't really use. Again, it's not really a settlement, so I have to just use USO to create fake people, and they don't really stay in place. So unfortunately, anything like that, you know, we're just going to have them in place, but nothing with actual people in them. But anyway, yes, we have plenty of, like I said, dead bodies hanging around out the outside here, so that people know to basically stay away. And again, if you close the door there, it blends in pretty well, so that most people just think that this whole place is completely walled off and sealed, and there's no way in or out. But we know better, that there is actually a door here, and this is the inside of the settlement. We have a nice river here that is actually part of the location. I went all over the map. As you can see, we are located basically right here. I started out in all kinds of different vanilla settlement areas as well as non-settlement areas, looking at all different places to try and make something, and none of it seemed to fit, so I decided I had to be either off the map or someplace fairly isolated where there's not really anything around. And if you actually go up to the tops there and look around, there isn't really a heck of a lot of anything. We're just kind of right in the middle of the woods. So right up here is one of the guards that would have been over there in the stand, but he's just kind of over here because this is one place that I can prop him. Yes. Because it's just on the rocks here. But we do have a little bridge that we can walk across to get to all of our guard stations. And so for tribal people, I decided to use some of the raiders from Nuka World, these guys here.
You like your face the way it is?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we have raiders from the pack because, like I said, they look as tribal as possible compared to all the other NPCs in the game. You know, this guy with his little antlers, etc. And so this is his little tent right here. He's got some meat cooking. This is actually a little butcher station, so that the NPC, like the one that just walked out of the settlement there, she can actually come over here and start chopping up the meat there, as well as do a little fishing. I kind of borrowed from one of my much earlier settlements and built a whole bunch of tree forts because it just seemed to kind of fit. So over here we have a bridge to get across. Some kind of creepy statues just kind of hanging in there because, I don't know, maybe it's part of their gods or deities that they, I don't know, pray to, something along those lines. Anyway, got some more bridges all up in there, which we will be exploring all of these things as we go along. We do have a cart here of dead people. If you're familiar with Monty Python, I just had to throw this in here and bring out your dead. This guy lost his head and tried to reach for it at the last second, but nope, he's dead as can be. And so not really sure how this fits in, but I found it in CVC and I just had to put it in here just because it's so cool looking. Yeah, I don't know. Let's move along. So all the trees in here I of course put in place because they are all from pre-sanctuary or pre-war sanctuary in the very beginning of the game. Everything else out in the wasteland is pretty much all dead trees. So we have ourselves a little creepy walkway that we will be headed up in a little bit. Yeah, so over here we have our first cave. Yes, we actually have caves. I built these caves piece by piece. The only section is one solid piece is this big, large, dark gray, black piece here that actually comes as a rock arch, as you can see. But I added all these other individual pieces into them to actually make a whole bunch of caves. And so these are the caves that they had come and hid in when the bombs were falling. So right out here we have ourselves a little stove. Maybe this is how they do their laundry. I think it's all connected, isn't it, right? Yeah, there's one piece. So they can cook and do laundry all at the same time. Why not? So right inside here we have the inside of one of our first caves. And we do have a big giant bonfire in here. And a couple of guys.
Off, Buck.
Exactly. These people do not like outsiders. So we have ourselves a big bonfire. I'm sorry. Whoa, watch it. So this is probably the only little bit of technology they have, which is a little ham radio for the once in a very rare blue moon when they actually do want to talk with the outside world, mainly for trading. I kind of stole that idea from the TV show Fringe. Have you ever seen that show? One of my favorites. They have kind of a similar situation where these people that live out in the woods, completely isolated from the outside world, and only use the ham radio to occasionally reach out and talk to people. So when these people came to the caves here, this is what they did. They brought a whole bunch of crates and whatnot to pack, I don't know, clothes, food, whatever, anything they might need. And as you can see, we had a little bit of a cave-in this one and kind of buried most of their crates here. And that's just kind of something I did because this wall was here, and I just kind of glitched them into it to kind of make it look like we had a cave-in. We got ourselves a little pot sitting up here because they want to cook some stew. Hopefully it's not soylent green. Some beds, got some more crates over here, and we do have some smoke that is leading its way up into a little opening right out there. And my wife came in one day when I was putting this together, and I walked past one of them, and they made the sound of the sheep, and she started laughing. She got a real good kick out of that. So anyway, got ourselves a bridge here, and again, this river was already here. I just kind of utilized it. So right up here, we have this person that lives here that is doing some hunting and some skinning. And then we also have these guys right here, these yurts. These actually come pre-built. I don't remember which mod they come from. I want to say maybe, let's see, if not CVC, maybe Homemaker or something along those lines. One of those mods, you actually can get like a fully built one like this one. That just comes with the walls and the roofs. I put everything else in here, like this this fire pit and all the hay and whatnot. That's all done by me, and got all the beds in here. But it's really cool. You can either get them fully built like this, or you can get one that's done in sections, which we will see in a short while. So down over here, ourselves another little bridge that doesn't really lead to anywhere other than just over here where somebody was doing their laundry. And again, we have more of these tree fort houses. We'll be exploring them as we go along once we start working our way upwards. So here's the next cave. I put, I think, 3 or 4 caves in here totally. So this is the sacred cave. This is where they come to pray and to sacrifice, I don't know, people, animals, monsters, whatever, to their gods, whatever. And so they got them.
Smells like dead
I love their little comments. So anyway, we've got ourselves a bonfire, and we have ourselves a little ceremonial bench here to pray to their god, which is the I don't know, the glowing-eyed Yao Guai head woman thing, something, I don't know. I just kind of pieced together a whole bunch of different things to kind of make it look, you know, like some sort of totem, I guess you can say. So anyway, yes, we have our cave here again with another opening that allows, as you can see, smoke to come out of there. And let's move along. So yes, this is the sacred cave, which is designated by the statues on the outside of it. Okay, continuing on. Let's see, we have, yes, 2 more caves. And as you can see right there is what I was talking about. That is a yurt that is being put together. This whole entire waterfall was built by me from scratch. And we have all these individual pieces, all these individual levels, the rocks, everything. I put all of this in here and built this waterfall from, like I said, from scratch. We have an underground water source that is feeding the community, so that's how they've been able to live basically mutation-free for all this time. Because it's an underground clean water source, and put in all this moss and hanging vines and whatnot to kind of fill it in and make it look more realistic. I mean, if you have a lot of water like this and a lot of water spray, you're going to get stuff like that growing on the walls. And we have some veggies growing here, of course. But yes, as you can see, if there it goes, it glitched for a second there. We have all these individual waterfall sections that I put into place, and all the grass as well and whatnot to make one heck of a nice little scenery right there. So, moving on into here, we have another section. There's some more of those crates that I've been talking about. These people like fish, so we got plenty of fish, lots of beds, and again, another bonfire. This one they're actually hanging some meat to cook and eat. And again, some more smoke coming out the, I don't know, the cave chimney, whatever you want to call it. And moving along over here, we have a yurt that's under construction, basically. The little bench here with the wood planks, that's provided by Woody's Wasteland. And again, the yurt itself, I think, I want to say is maybe CVC or Homemaker or one of these, or maybe even Thematic and Practical. I really don't remember. It's one of those things that I'd have to go through and try to find. And here we have our last cave. Come in here, we've got some more of our crates and some more of our tribal people. And this one's nothing too spectacular. Just again, a couple of levels. Got some beds and some crates for storing our bonfire and our people. And they got some Deathclaw eggs, and they're going to be snacking later. So, now that we have done all of the lower sections, we can start taking a look at some of the tree houses. And then we'll save the creepy path for last. So again, I had stolen this idea from my treehouse build that I had done like about a year ago. That one I think I had done on PlayStation 4. And got inside here, nice little cooking stove. I put down a metal sheet so that they're not basically setting this thing on fire whenever they light a fire. Got ourselves little eating tables and some beds, and as you can see, it actually is built into the trees and whatnot. Got some funky tribal decorations there, and everything up here is connected by bridges, so they can get from one place to the other. This place has got this little funky moss canopy type thing hanging here, because I don't know, why not? In here, I guess this person really likes plants, so there's plants everywhere. They're one of those one with nature, and we got ourselves some pallets there, which they've been converting into plant holders, and nothing really mattress. I love that. I think you can find that from the Kuru tab. Let me see. That's I think that is from, yeah, there you go, the Kuru tab mod. It's a little play off of a Metallica song, Nothing Really Matters. So anyway, yes, everything here is all connected by bridges now. This place is abandoned. I decided to make this place try to be as spooky as possible. Maybe they think it's haunted. Somebody got killed here or died here in a very funky, strange way. So I decided to leave it abandoned looking, and we have like moss and vines and whatnot growing all over it. And of course, if you open the door, you're greeted with this gnarly looking dude right here that's supposed to help scare people off and keep them from coming in here. You know, the little kids and whatnot, so that if it is haunted, they don't get hurt. But again, I made this completely overgrown. I stuck all these individual bits in here. As you can see, I can highlight them and pick them up and move them if I want to. And this was kind of a fun take on doing something a little different, as well as being lazy, not having to decorate and do furniture and do the same furniture and the same look over and over again. So this is what people call imagination. So moving along, this is one that again I got kind of lazy and just decided to fill it with lights so that at nighttime it looks you know, lived in and whatnot. But in reality, it's not really. It's just kind of there. Just kind of, I don't know, like I said, once I got to decorating like 90% of this and got to doing the haunted house one, I was just kind of like, you gotta keep doing the same thing over and over again, so I just kind of left a few of these empty. So we have stairwells here leading to the top of the cave, and as you can see, right there is the hole that leads in, and we actually do have smoke coming up and out, so that it actually looks like the fire is actually doing something. Nice little touch right there, I do have to say so. It's the same thing on all of the caves, so if you go to the tops of any of them, we do have that little smoke effect coming out. So the stairs there do actually lead to this little house over here. And then we come in here, we just have some creepy mannequins, a whole bunch of chairs for some reason, I don't know. A whole bunch of crates, got ourselves another little deathclaw, little table, and we do have a funky little gorilla chair that we can sit in, and ourselves a little bed and a little duffel bag, and there you go. So let's now go see what the big deal is with the little walkway over there. Oh, before I do that, I actually did place in stones here to make them kind of into steps to make this easier to get up and down. Again, this is the cave that I built completely myself. You can see all these individual rocks that I put into place to build that. So if we come down this way, and screw it, we'll just walk across the water. We'll get wet. Who cares? So this is the path to Enlightenment. Now, if you're a Stargate fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about in some sort of sense. It's one of my favorite TV shows. If you've been a fan of this channel for a while, you know I've actually dedicated an entire settlement build to Stargate SG-1. So yes, we do have a skull up there with some glowing red eyes, and like I said, this is the path to Enlightenment. This is where people come to, I don't know, once they reach a certain age, they have to walk the path to Enlightenment up to the sacred spot. So if we come up here, we have the whole way lit with candles, which we will be doing a little nighttime tour, so you can see what this whole place looks like at night. Up here we do have some camping spots. We have ourselves a nice little tent here with a couple of sleeping bags. We have a big giant pot full of something. Looks like maybe some potatoes and some sort of meat. Another little camping spot in here. And then we have the sacred pond where we can come to meditate. If we come over here, we actually can reflect quietly. And if we select that, we can see that we become well rested after meditating. Now this is red water with red lights all put in it to kind of make it look like blood, I guess you can say. And I don't know, I was just kind of messing around and decided to put this up here. Now if you're wondering how I can do this here, I actually have a mod that, let me see if I can find it here, so I can actually show you what it is. I think it's in decorations, I could be wrong, or where is it? I don't know. But anyway, it's called, I believe it's called Ponds or something along those lines. And it actually gives you a full-size pond. I actually made this one really small so that I can stick it in here and create that effect. And as you can see right here, we have the lights from SOE to create the red effect there. But yeah, there's a couple of different ponds that are available through that mod, and I wasn't really too happy with the look of them, so I decided to build my own pond with all these individual rocks, filled it with the water, and then just kind of stuck that there for the effect so that the people can come here to meditate and... Whoa, settle down, boy. And, I don't know, try to go on a mystic journey, I guess? I don't know. So anyway, this is the other person that was supposed to be on the guard tower there. I decided to stick them up here with a telescope. And so this way... these people are so mouthy, you know? Anyway, I stuck them up here with the telescope so that they can keep a long, long eye out just in case anybody was going to come along and give them trouble. So, now let's go ahead and take this into nighttime. We're going to use the cheat terminal and go down to alterations, and we're going to change the time to 3 a.m. I think. Let's see, there we go, 3 a.m. So it's nice and dark. And boom. So this is what the place looks like at night. I put candles, lanterns, etc. everywhere so that basically all paths are nice and lit up so that people can find their way around. So we got one there, and basically all the candles lead you to somewhere. Like this one here, of course, the path to Enlightenment is all nicely lit up so that you decide in the middle of the night you need to come up here to meditate, you can, and it's quite easy to find your way. Now we do have a nice light from the cauldron fire there, and then now you can see that this thing actually does glow nice bright red. Maybe part of the lore is that they found this afterwards after they came here to hide and decided it was a sacred pond. Who knows? So, anyway, we'll take a little shortcut. As you can see, the walkways up here are all nice and lit up. All the houses are lit up as well, so that everything looks like it's very well lived in, except for the abandoned haunted house there. And yes, everything's nicely adorned with candles to lead the way all over this entire place. And there we go. That's my take on a tribal settlement. I hope the person that requested this is satisfied. I hope this is kind of what you were looking for, and I did not disappoint. You know, I did the best I could with what was provided to me from the different mods that I have and whatnot, and I hope this kind of fulfilled the idea that you were thinking of. If not, sorry I let you down. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed it, everybody. If you have any requests like this that you want to see me do, any kind of challenge or whatever, or something you want to see come to fruition, please do leave a comment below. I do read and respond to pretty much all of them, and I'm always ready to take up a challenge or do some kind of special one-off video or whatever. Until we meet again, I want you all to stay safe, have a happy, or hopefully by the time you see this, I should say you've had a happy holidays, because I'm recording this ahead of time, but I hope everything went well for you guys. Until next time, don't get irradiated.